The hospitals in Gaza are being overrun as Israel has continued their indiscriminate bombing attacks that have killed hundreds of civilians, including many children. And now we're getting reports from MSF International, a human rights organization that sends doctors all around the world, that Israel has given them 2 hours to evacuate Al-Auda Hospital where they're currently treating victims, presumably because Israel plans to launch missiles at or around the hospital. Which is just insane, considering the hospitals in Gaza are already overrun and running out of beds and doctors. This is what the US gives Israel $3 billion a year to do. And it's why Palestinians were eventually fed up and took up arms and fought back. MSF International has condemned the Israeli apartheid state for their actions and calling for them to evacuate the hospital, as much of the media still somehow finds ways to blame this on the Palestinians and paint them as the aggressors. But never forget, it is the Palestinians who are living in an open-air prison and who have had most of their ancestral homeland illegally seized. This is the part that the US media doesn't tell you, because the US has not only been complicit in this, they've sponsored and funded it every step of the way. At least since 1967. It was mostly Britain prior to them. So you're not innocent either, UK. Stand with Palestine. Israel is now reportedly bombing Al-Dura Children's Hospital in Gaza with white phosphorus, which is a chemical gas that's illegal under international law because of the horrific way that it kills people, basically causing their lungs to burn up from the inside out. Sadly, reports say that the hospital was not evacuated until after the white phosphorus was dropped, so surely this had horrific effects on the doctors, civilians, and children who were inside. And Israel had previously told international organizations sending doctors to Gaza that they should evacuate all the hospitals because they might become targets. And Israeli authorities have continued to justify this by calling the Palestinians in Gaza human animals and comparing them to the SS. So this is where your tax dollars are going, Americans. $3 billion per year. And earlier today, a U.S. congressman wore an Israeli military uniform to work. Our government fully endorses and supports the murderous Israeli apartheid state.